Okay, good morning, class.
Morning, Master Sahil.
Good morning, sir. So, I'm doing my peer teaching today. I have two students over here. One is Pratit, the other is Savir. They'll be helping me out in my peer teaching too today. The topic which I'll discuss today on my peer teaching will be components of soil profile. And so, before we start on our main lesson today, I would like to ask the both of the students if they could tell us our previous topic.
Air in soil.
Thank you, Pratit. So our previous topic was air in soil. Now, air in soil, it simply tells itself what does it mean, isn't it?
Yes.
So can someone tell me what does it mean, air in soil?
Importance of soil in air.
Right, it's the importance of the soil in air, and it's the availability of air in the soil. Importance, eh?
Yes.
So some of the importance of air in soil, I would like to tell you is that it controls the soil temperature. All right. So if the availability of air is in the soil, it will control the soil temperature. Also, it is used by the living organisms in the soil. The living organisms available in the soil, they use that air which is available in the soil. Next is it helps in weathering. Have you known what is weathering? Simply, weathering is the breaking down of rocks or other hard materials into smaller particles to form soil. So soil is formed in the process of weathering. That's how air helps the soil in the process of weathering. So that's why air is really important in soil. That's all about our previous lesson, which was air in soil. Now the main lesson for today is the components of
soil profile.
Thank you, Savil. You are right. It's the components of soil profile. So there are many horizons. First of all, there are many soil horizons available in the soil profile, such as the topsoil, subsoil, parent material, and the last one is the
Bedrocks.
Isn't it? So can you just look through your notes which is available to you?
Yes.
And we'll begin from the picture. There's a picture with the description in your notes, I think. Isn't it?
Yes.
So we'll start with our discussion of that picture. So in that picture you can see is the O horizon, which is the organic little layer. Have you noticed that I've brought a model for you guys
Yes.
to look through? It will be here on this stool. After the class you can go through, and I'll explain about this while we go through the class. Now looking at the O horizon, if you see this model here, the top portion where these vegetative parts are, these are the O horizon, the very top portion which is available for the plants. This is the O horizon of the soil profile. Okay.
Yes, sir.
After the O horizon comes the A horizon, which is the topsoil. Now can someone just read out the portion of A horizon notes?
A horizon, which is the topsoil. It is oldest soil in soil profile. In the soil profile. So it contains the most weathered material. it is usually Dhaka, the lower horizon, because it contains decomposed organic material.
Thank you, Savil. That was horizon
A.
A, which is the topsoil. Now it states there that topsoil, it is the oldest soil in the soil profile and contains most of the weathered materials. Now what it means is that most of the weathered materials, such as in this process, is the dead plants and animal remains. After the plants and animals which are dead, they have been weathered down. That means they have been broken down, decomposed into the humus matter, which is very rich in organic nutrients available for the plants. And so that's topsoil. Most of the plant's roots, they are readily available to the topsoil nutrients, since it is very rich in organic manure, isn't it?
Yes.
Also, it says that it is usually darker. That's because of the decomposition process of the dead plants and animals. That's why the color of the soil is really dark. Can you just tell me briefly some of the colors of the soil?
Red,
Yes,
black,
yes, really black color soil.
brown,
Yes, there are some brown, some light brown, some dark brown, isn't it? Thank you very much for the answer. Moving on to the horizons. Next horizon over there is the B horizon. Can someone just read out the B horizon?
B horizon, which is the subsoil, contains most of the soil minerals which soil organisms need. These minerals have been released from the topsoil, were also released from parent material during weathering.
Okay. So B horizon, which is the subsoil, that's after the topsoil comes the subsoil. I have also a subsoil department in my model here. As you can see, after the topsoil we have the subsoil, and this subsoil, it contains minerals which soil organisms need. Now in the subsoil there are some of the soil organisms which are available in the subsoil. Can you just name out some of the organisms which we can find in the soil?
Earthworm,
Yes, very good. Earthworm. We have earthworm over there. We have centipede over there. We have millipedes, isn't it?
Yes,
There are
sir.
plenty organisms which are available or which are finding their habitat in that subsoil. So in that subsoil there are minerals which are available for the organisms. Moreover, the note says that these minerals have been leached from the topsoil and were also released by the parent material during weathering. What does that mean is that from this topsoil, the minerals they leach down to the subsoil while it rains or any type of erosion occurs. Then the minerals from the topsoil they leach down to the bottom soil for the availability of the organisms, the soil organisms. Next is the sea horizon. Yes, Savil, please
Sea-
read it out.
Sea horizon, which is the substratum which contains weathered parent material.
Thank you. Sea horizon is the parent material section. In this model, I have here the parent material section. In my model, I have used the dead plants, pieces of logs, dead plants which are decomposing as my parent material. So basically, that's the portion of soil profile where dead plants and animals decompose for fertilization and manuring, and which contains the substrate contains whether plants parent material. Sorry. The last portion of the soil profile is the
R horizon.
air horizon. Yes, please.
R horizon, which is unweathered rock, is also called bedrock or parent material or soil parent material.
Yeah. So in my model here, I have the bedrocks, which are solid rocks found right at the bottom of the soil profile. Now these rocks, they are unable to be weathered and form soil, so they are settled down, really down in the bottom of the soil profile, and they are really available to, I mean, there is not really plant nutrients available at that portion of the soil, so plant nutrients cannot penetrate that far to find nutrients, plant roots. Now in which portion does plants roots readily find their nutrients?
Bedrocks.
Readily find their nutrients. That means they can really find their nutrients is the topsoil, since it's above, and they, if bedrocks is the portion where they cannot find bedrocks, parent material, subsoil and topsoil. Plant roots, they penetrate through up till the parent material to find their nutrients and minerals. So that's all for our topic today, components of soil profile. I've just included two more horizons, the O horizon and the E horizon. O horizon is the top horizon, and the E horizon is the horizon between the topsoil and the subsoil. I'll just read out the notes to you. O horizon, which is the topmost layer of the soil profile containing decomposing organic matter. So most recycling of organic matter occurs in the horizon, and O horizon is common in disturbed soil like forest soils. E horizon is the elevated layer of the soil profile, which is horizontal, has lost most of its mineral due to use of leaching. The E horizon often results in soils which are continuously cultivated and not conserved. Now I have a small activity for both of you. You can do it in pairs, like groups. Just a few questions which you have to answer. Now the first question is, can you just differentiate for me between the soil profile and soil horizon?
Soil profile. Soil profile are vertical section of soil from the ground surface to the parent rock, whereas soil a layer of soil. Soil is a layer of soil profile.
Thank you, Savil, for the wonderful definition of soil profile and soil horizon. Now, can just someone define me what's air in soil, or the some of the importance of the air in the soil? Some of the importance, like control in temperature. It's used by the marine organisms, I mean the microorganisms living in the soil, and it helps in weathering process, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now a question on this model. So what is the 4 layers of the soil profile? The top one is the
Topsoil.
Topsoil. After the topsoil is the
Subsoil.
Subsoil.
subsoil. And after the subsoil are the
Parent materials.
parent material. And after the last one is the,
Bedrocks.
Bedrock.
thank you, it's the bedrocks. So that's all for our class today. Hope you guys have understood. Have you guys managed to understood the components of soil profile?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your support in making my peer teaching to a successful one. Thank you.